Real DC fans all over, everywhere, are being united because all together are disliking and not approving of James Gunn's Superman. What's going on, everybody? Hit that subscribe and let's get into it. All right, so look, it's a fact. Everywhere we are seeing that everyone is exposing and saying it how it is. Everyone expressing how they feel about this James Gunn super flop. Honestly, that's what it is. It's a mess, it's a disaster, and people want refunds. People want their money back because they feel like they were scammed. And that's exactly what happened with this movie. If you paid to go watch this movie, I feel bad for you because you got ripped off. And that's exactly what James Gunn did. He lured you in and you fell for the trap. And the trap was that they sold you a Guardians of Metropolis. And that's exactly what you got. You paid for what you got. And now everybody everywhere is complaining because they're saying that the start of the DCU is not good. And if this is the future, that they're not excited. Everyone everywhere is saying the same thing. And they're starting to realize that what Zack Snyder had with the DCEU, with Man of Steel, a movie that's been over 12 years old, people are still talking about it like it just came out recently, are saying that it's much better. And what Zack Snyder was doing with Henry Cavill was way ahead of its time. And now people are finding out the hard way, in the sense that they are being let down because all of their hopes have been a lie. Because that's exactly what James Gunn does. He brings a lie, he gives a lie, and he ends up putting out lies. Because that time after time, we've proven it, we've said it, we've called it, and here we are. Who would have thought that Superman was going to let majority of the people down? But this is the fact right here. People are coming together and realizing, people are coming back to their senses and seeing that this is just a TikTok era and it has nothing to do with what the genre is it's all about. Good. People need to call it how it is. Enough of the shilling. You see all these shills. That's why I told you this is where the market and most of the money of WB went towards, to pay off all these shills, to give all these fake reviews. And guess what? It's biting them now back. And this is the end result. You get what you deserve, WB. You brought this upon yourselves. Your fans are turning more on you. They're not believing in the brand anymore. And what's left is falling apart. It's all crumbling. People, fans, the audience are tired. They're tired of all this silliness. They're tired of all this foolishness that's going on with this studio. And right here is the result. When you have theaters being removed from Superman out in China, they're removing screens and giving it to F1 and giving it to Jurassic World Rebirth because they believe more in those movies than what they do with Superman. That tells you that people don't care. People don't care in the business. Your stocks don't go up. And when they go up, it's just a few cents. That is pathetic. That is crazy. But this is where we are right now. And moving forward with this quote-unquote DCU, it doesn't have a foundation. There's no solid foundation. The days of James Gunn and the DCU are numbered. And they're very limited. And he knows it. This is why you're going to start seeing him pulling strings and trying to manipulate everything so people can fall for the next project, which is going to be Supergirl. At the rate that they're going, don't be surprised if that movie doesn't even see daylight and they give it the Batgirl treatment, meaning that they cancel it and they do a tax write-off. What are your thoughts? Hit that subscribe, and until next time.